Tonight, from Raymond James.
Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Prescott now on second down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Over the middle here to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first carry for Rachaad White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Opting to run again here with White. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Brady gives this to White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Inside give to Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Prescott, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Steps away. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, it's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Brady. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady. He's got White here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. They'll look to throw again. This is White on the screen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Succop's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play action now. Prescott. He's got him in. again, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, they'll run with White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Fournette. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Brady. He's got Otten. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. A Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Flushed out right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing now is Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Fournette, a first down carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Micah Parsons buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 63 yards. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. This is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 69 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Is the distance on the punt there, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 39, Brady. This one taken in by Otten. It'll be a gain of 5, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw is Brady. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Inside handoff now to Fournette. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 31-27, 24 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.